Why do I hate ILS? It adds heavy dollars to my cost of acquisition, my cost per lease. If I have to include that heavy cost per lease in my final number, if I have 4 leases and I have to have PPC and ILS, it typically does double my cost of acquisition. So I hate it because it's not favorable to what I'm trying to do, which is lease at the lowest cost possible.
And we said we were going to talk about this. I bring this up because I want to give a very practical example, circling back to a lot of the things that we talked about during this conversation. Okay, I go to apartments.com and I'm a customer. I'm looking for an apartment to live in, and I've made it to apartments.com, and I'm going to submit my lead form to your property. Okay, all of you, multifamily marketers and property managers out there, I want to live in your property. And this box right at the bottom, you can see with the highlight and the little exclamation marks, is checked. Okay, I'm going to receive listings from other properties. Okay, so what's the first thing that's going to happen? I'm sending a message to your property, but I'm instantly going to get listings for other properties. Those properties are instantly going to contact me with their AI. So I'm instantly getting contacted by your competitors once I submit to your property. Okay, so why is that bad? We were talking about the speed to lead, right? So your competitor instantly has speed to lead over you as soon, but I submitted my lead to your property. Well, you're not going to contact me for 3 hours, or you're not going to contact me for 24 hours, or I'm going to sit in some kind of an AI cadence and nobody's going to pluck the lead out of the AI and start working it. So I'm not going to get worked by Rhonda or Caleb or your amazing leasing team. I'm going to instantly get contacted by your competitor, which it drives me crazy.
Yeah, and it's why we want to apply the lead to tour number. Why that lead to tour number is so important is it really is the first step of your funnel. And you're not ever going to be able to be at 25% if 50%, 30%, if a large chunk of your strategy is going to this. That's why your lead to tour is going to suck. It's why it's going to stink. It's why you're going to fail. And it's why you're going to spend more money than you need to. Abort this strategy, and your lead to tour will instantly go up. I said last week, fire them tomorrow and start running PPC with a agent, a group, an agency, a prop tech like us, and we are going to double your lead to tour, not because we're geniuses, but we're going to just get rid of the fat. We're going to get a very clean acquisition funnel from Google to your website, and then conversion on your website. And there's not going to be as much opportunity to be plucked off. That's why lead to tour is so important, and why so much of our industry is stuck is because they're still doing this right here. And they're like, my lead to tour is 12%. I'm like, well, then you need to spend double what you're spending right now to get that lease projection down the rest of the funnel, right? Because that math we just talked about, the 1, 3, and 10, if your lead to tour is at 12.5% instead of 25%, Jono, guess what you got to do now? You have to spend double what you're
spend twice as much.
So most of our problems in our funnel are fixed in multifamily by spending more. I'm going to spend more. I'm going to spray and pray. I'm going to be more places. That's usually not the problem. It's typically in that lead to tour stage is you're using this as a backbone strategy that's just preventing you from having that 25%.